Hello everyone and welcome to Benny's Kitchen. If you are new here, please share, like and subscribe. Today we are going to cook beans. You have different methods of cooking beans, but today I'm going to cook my beans by frying it. You can eat your beans with bread, you can eat your beans with water gari, you can eat your beans with boiled yam or boiled potato. But today's beans I'm preparing, we are going to eat it with boiled potato. So join me as we cook. In preparing the beans, of course, we are going to use beans. This is brown beans that I'm going to use. Before you boil your beans, you have to pick it to remove any dirty. Like now, we have corn here in these beans. We don't have any business to do with corn. We have some dead beans in here, or we have stones in it. So we have to pick it to be clean before we boil the beans. But I've already boiled my beans. This is beans that we're going to use. Here we have tomatoes, onions, and shombo pepper, which I'm going to blend. Then this is our dried Cameroon pepper, our bouillon cube, chopped onions, ground crayfish, salt, dried fish, and the oil we are going to use. So I'll first of all go and blend the tomatoes, pepper, and onions. So I'm just going to blend the tomatoes, onions, and the shombo pepper now. I've put on my gas. The pot is already dry, so I'll now add my oil to be hot before I fry the onions and tomatoes. I'll allow the oil to be hot a bit. The oil is hot now, so I'm going to pour in my onions to fry for like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. You stir and stir and stir. The onions is okay now, so I'll now pour in my blended tomatoes, shombo pepper, and onions to cook for like 5 to 7 minutes. So that you don't have that sour taste. You can see the oil is much in it. When you are cooking this, you put the quantity of oil in it to be enough for the quantity of beans that you are going to cook. So we are not going to allow these tomatoes to fry for like 5 to 7 minutes before we continue. While the tomatoes is cooking on the fire, I have to wash the fish. You know, this fish, because they dry them in the sun, or I don't know the method is in drying it, at times you might have sand on them. So I'm going to use salt to wash. Or if you have your cooking brush, you can use your cooking brush that you use to wash fish so that you don't have sand. Because when you eat sand, when you are eating your beans, it somehow, you might want to crack your tooth. So you have to wash enough to remove all the sand that is in it. You can see that the tomatoes is frying and the oil is on top of the tomatoes. So now I'm going to add the fish, the bouillon cube, and the crayfish. Then leave it for like 2 minutes before we continue. Our bouillon cube, dried Cameroon pepper, crayfish, and the dry fish. I will allow it to simmer for some time because the dry fish is a bit hard. So I'll just leave it now for like 2 minutes. You can see the face of the tomatoes now, it has changed. So I'm just going to add salt to this one before I add the beans. Then I'll now add more salt to know if it's okay. You can see the face of the tomatoes has changed now. So I'm going to add the already cooked beans in here. My kitchen is already filled with the aroma.
You are this aroma every time. Aroma.
Aren't you perceiving the aroma?
I don't perceive anything.
So it's there to combine. You can see our beans is taking a different look. You can bring your plate for me to dish some out for you, so I don't eat alone.
This one they bring plate.
So I'll just test for salt if it's okay. If it's not okay, I'll add more. Okay, I'll just have to add just a little bit of salt. If you are watching up to this moment, please share, like, and subscribe so we can be dishing you out with more recipes. So I'll just allow it to simmer for like a minute or two, then I'll turn off the heat. You can see the face of our beans. Yummy, 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 yummy. I'm going to call my neighbor to bring her plate so I can dish out some for her. Please just share, like, and subscribe. You can take these beans with boiled potato, boiled yam, or like my children will call it water gari. That is gari soaked in water. You put sugar and milk.
And granite.
And granite if you want to.
And you go.
And you thank me later. So we are done here. Thanks for watching and keep watching us. I'm going to take mine with potato, so I'll serve you soon. So this is our Yommicious beans. I'm taking mine with boiled potato. You can also take it with boiled yam. You can see how Yommicious it is. Let me just have a taste and see how it tastes like. This is heavenly. Wow. This is heavenly. I advise you to try it. You can even put your potato in the beans to make it like potato and beans porridge. If you have not yet subscribed and liked, please do so and try it. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you and bye-bye.